Really? You're certainly not what I expected. Oh, I'm sorry. You came to my temple and prayed for wisdom and strength, and did not expect to see me. Mortals. I will say Hera did a better job than I was anticipating. Oh yes, I know all about you and your little plot with Hera. I make it my business to know such things. Yes. The disguise will do nicely. Let's take a look at you. Yes. Well, you're certainly no Miss Zeus, but you might survive. Should you strategize properly, that is. Forgive me, I'm sure you're marvelous in your own ways, but you just seem a bit average. For a mortal who wants to punch Zeus in the face. That is the quest, is it not? Have you thought through your plan at all? Or was it just to march into the gates of Olympus, waltz right up to the most powerful Greek god there is, and punch him square in the face and expect to survive? I thought not. Well, you're in luck. Because despite your general lack of everything, allying with you is in my best interests, so. You see, Zeus is my father. Believe me, I have no love for him. I've learned quite a few things in my time with the gods. Quite a few things about how to survive, and survive well. You don't go against Zeus outright, if you mean to survive. But there are a few things you can do to earn your spot in the lineup of gods and goddesses, that is. I, personally, command a great deal of respect among them. But it is always in one's best interests to command more. Have more things in your back pocket for when fights, disagreements arise and you need to have further allies. I'm the goddess of war strategy. Of course, I want allies at all times. You see, it might not seem like a lot for you to go in and punch Zeus in the face, but the cacophony that will cause, the respect that will wean from him. You'll make a laughingstock out of Zeus for at least a day. And that is just long enough. For the next time there's a disagreement, and Zeus and I are on opposing sides, I can conveniently remind the others who got bested by a mortal for a day. Do you see what I mean? Small things lead to bigger things. It's best to know when both are happening and how to use them appropriately. So, it's in my best interests to make sure you get there. And it's in your best interests to succeed. What? Are all you mortals truly so vain? You come face to face with a goddess, an immortal walking among you, and the first question you always ask is, what happened to your face? Aphrodite would be proud. If you must know, mortal, beauty is a weapon. It can be both wielded by and against those who possess it. I chose to not let it be wielded against me, as I have seen it so many others. I won this scar in battle, and I chose to keep it. As such, it has served me well. Vanity is not exactly a good survival method in Olympus. No. The visage you're wearing, it is your spouse, correct? Hera truly did a marvelous job for once. I don't see any cracks in it. But the hair... Where did I put that? Here. If you're going into battle, you must have that hair tied up. My goodness. All right. I would shave mine off if it meant an easier battle, but it just grows back. You always, always, always tie your hair back, lest it get in the way of your blade, caught in your armor, stuck on your shield, yanked by your opponent. Never fight with loose hair. Just tie that back there. All right. There. That's better. Yes, I understand you're not going into full outright battle, but you might as well be. Again, you think you're just walking out of there after punching Zeus in the face. That's sweet. Back to our previous dilemma. I'm not exactly sure how you intend to survive. And you hadn't thought it through either. Just going off of blind rage. Ares would be proud. No. There are few ways to survive amongst the gods. You can earn their respect, which only lasts for a short while. Not a recommended strategy. And besides, I'm not exactly sure how a mortal would earn their respect. You could ask Heracles, but last I heard he wasn't doing so well. Then, of course, there's what happened to him, what they do to mortals that they quote-unquote respect. You see, the gods' respect looks much different than a mortal's respect. You don't want it, I can assure you. You could make them fall in love with you. That would be Aphrodite's approach. But again, if you know anything of the gods, not a recommended approach for longevity. Yes, well, my brothers and sisters can be quite cruel to those they claim to love. No, it is why I have never taken one, a lover that is. And I have survived quite happily in comparison to most, so thank you, but no thank you. While you're going in under the guise of love, you will not be going out on it, that is for certain. Strategy has always been my preferred approach, but seeing as you aligned yourself with Hera, you've kind of thrown that out the window. Yes. She has her own particular brand of cruelty. Tries to pretend like it's not cruelty. Tries not to call it for what it is, but it is cruelty nonetheless. Certainly terrible things have befallen her. Zeus is a terrible husband, but that's no excuse. None of us has any excuse to treat each other, to treat mortals the way that we do. I've made some mistakes in my time, and I'm one of the rare ones that you'll find more than happy to admit my mistakes and to learn from them. We can't get better. We can't survive. We can't win without acknowledging our mistakes and turning our weaknesses to strength. Now can we? Anyway. Strategy won't be your strong suit. You could make them fear you. That is also my preferred approach. Gods and goddesses don't really earn each other's respect. It's not a word most of them know. Most of us know. But we can earn each other's fear. Admiration, not really, but fear. Fear we know well. After all, it took Ares and Aphrodite meeting me in combat once, before they never dared again. The others haven't either. Correct, mortal. You would be wise not to cross me. Fear will not be your strong suit either, I'm afraid. But maybe acceptance will be. Acceptance isn't exactly something that we immortals excel at. But you mortal who knows the disadvantage you live your life with day in, day out, from the moment you're born. No god, no goddess would see that coming. Acceptance of defeat, therefore making it a victory. But how can we turn that into your victory? We know you're going to die. That much is obvious. You can't just punch Zeus in the face and survive. But upon death, Zeus might not be one for chatting, negotiating. But Hades is. Well, not like that. You can't cheat death. Hades might be the fairest of us all. The biggest rule follower. He keeps the others in line that way. He earned their fear by never backing down, never letting up, never acquiescing. Not an inch. He knows his laws and follows them well, as do we all. It could be argued that Zeus was taking you before your time. That Zeus's mere interference with your spouse was enough to change the trajectory of your life, and therefore your death. That could save you from Tartarus yet. I'll go to Hades. He and I get along well enough. As well as we immortals can, truly. Passively. It's really the ideal situation. I'll go to him. Let him know of our little predicament. And your job until then is to survive. To make it to Olympus. To punch Zeus in the face. And to perish. And pray that Hades holds up his end of the bargain. I would recommend a visit to Artemis, though. It couldn't hurt. At least getting you trained in something. Full offense meant, mortal, but you do not look like you've handled a weapon a day in your life. At least not in a way that matters. Any leg up would be better than where we're at now. So, you find Artemis. Get some training from her, although I would strongly advise not letting her know you're working with Hera. Things could get unfortunately nasty if you do that. Artemis was on the wrong end of Hera's special brand of cruel. Go to her. Train something, anything. Just strengthen your body and your mind in some manner more than you currently have. Get to Olympus. Achieve your goal. And I'll hold up my end of the bargain. And ensure that when your fist finds Zeus's face, and Zeus's wrath finds your very being, Hades finds you wherever you go. Best of luck, mortal. May your weapons aim true.